You know, God did take care of it. I didn't know what I was going to do. Was I concerned? Yeah, I was institutionalized. I had a job I could never lose. They said I'd be the last one to ever go. I had other job offers coming from all directions, from New Haven, Connecticut to various lock companies wanted me, and security companies, and all kinds of offers going to pay me big money and all that. And I said, well, how am I going to take care of the church then? So I let it all go by. I don't want that. I've got to preach the gospel. That's what God called me to do. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time. And sure, the devil would come in. Look at that. Now, you could be there. You could be making $150,000 a year working for some of these companies, have it made, and you're going to stay. You got nothing. You got a big flat goose egg zero. You got no money at all. Okay. I got a roof. I got people who love me. I got friends. Got enemies. Count your assets. Remember the equation, A equals L plus P. Assets plus liabilities equals proprietorship. You got to factor in everything in the equation. I remember that from when I was working on my degree for business administration. I had these accounting classes. You got to factor in everything. It's all right. It'll come out. It'll balance. Otherwise, you go back and make sure it does. But praise the Lord. To be able to seek a better land, a better country. All of this today, what makes me tick? I want to go home. You know, I remember a story, it really touched me. True story that happened a number of years ago. There was a family in California, southern part of California somewhere. I think it was down near Los Angeles. And this man and his wife and their little son and their little dog went on a vacation trip 600 miles north across into Oregon. And they got there, and after a little while, suddenly they noticed the little dog was missing. And they looked everywhere. And the whole vacation actually was pretty much ruined because they spent the whole vacation looking for their little dog. They even stayed 3 extra days looking for him. Of course, the little boy was heartbroken. He was crying his eyes out. And when they finally went back home, they said, we've got to go back. It was like a death in the family, you know. They just couldn't find the little dog. And the boy just was unconsolable. He just cried all the way home. And they got back home, and several weeks went by. And there's so much remorse there. And all of a sudden, one day, they looked outside, and there were some little bloody paw prints. And the cement, they followed him, and there was their little dog. He was okay. He actually had worn down his feet from all the walking. They took him to the vet, and he's okay. They thought it was such a miracle because that little dog wanted to go home. And he walked 600 miles through California because he wanted to go home. Through the cities, through the countryside, all the way back, and found his way back without a compass, without anybody telling him how to do it. He wanted to go home, and he made it. His little feet were practically worn off, but he got there. If a little dog can have that kind of determination to want to go home, then how much determination should you and I have in wanting to go home? That's why I'm not walking the same direction the world's walking. And I don't want what they've got. If I have to walk my feet off, I'm going home.